What is up, ATG traders? This is Munya and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm starting up a new series of videos where I'll be teaching you guys the psychology of trading, how your mindset should be like, because I've realized that most traders are failing because they lack the correct mindset, they lack the correct psychology that you need when trading. Most people think it's a get rich quick scheme. Most people are affected by their losses so much to the point that they will never make it while trading. So today I've started a new series which I'll be posting each and every Monday, sort of like your Monday morning motivation that you can watch and change your thinking about trading. We'll be looking at different traders in the market. We'll be looking at a lot of psychological issues pertaining your forex trading. So to start off this series, I wanted to start with a very controversial video that I've seen on the internet. We're going to be reacting to ROCKZfX Academy's video on why most traders will fail, and he says that's the sad reality. And if you look up in the statistics, you find out that what he's saying is actually true, because we have over 90% of the traders are failing, right? If not 99%, we get the 1% only managing to be successful at trading. So today we're going to look into what's really happening, what's the mindset you guys have. And if you're new to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I post a video. Comment down below if you like these types of videos, so that I know if I can continue teaching you guys each and every Monday on your mindset, uh, on how you should be thinking when trading, right? So we're going to be inviting a lot of traders. We're going to be looking into a lot of traders, how they are doing it and how you should not be doing it. Okay. If you want to join our trading community, the link is down below. You can also follow me on Instagram for some live updates and further interactions. All right, so let's get into today's video and get to listen to what this guy had to say. I'm not in any way associated to him. This is free content on YouTube. Anyone can check it out, give a comment on it, and learn from it. Okay.
Traders, what's happening? Welcome back today. So I didn't have anything planned for you specifically this morning, but I had a question today on our live trading session, and one of my members asked me a question regarding a possible trading opportunity. But the question was kind of, you know, it pricked my ears a little bit. And it was, I can see that there's lots of wick rejections, but does this look like a good trade? Now, it is a...
All right. Before we go any further, I just wanted to clarify on this. As a mentor, I also get these types of questions from my students almost on a daily basis, right? So I want to hear what his response. What does he think each and every time his student asks him on trades or things related to trading like this? Because this is a very common thing. If you are a mentor, you ask on setups, to comment on market direction and stuff like that. So I want to hear what he's going to say.
Very natural question, but when I really focus on that question, I really see hesitation, lack of confidence. I obviously gather from that question that that trader has not specifically identified a great trading opportunity, but yet they're still wanting to take it because there's fear that they'll miss it. Now, when I thought...
Okay, yeah. What he's saying is, to a greater extent, very correct, in the sense that there's level of confidence. I've seen that when traders ask me this, they don't really understand the analysis, so they want me to confirm as their mentor that if their analysis is correct, because they have that assumption that if I say it, then it's correct, not if they analyze it, then it's correct, which is very, very detrimental to your trading career, because confidence and psychology, which is what the topic is going to be about each and every Monday, is very important, and you have to get it right. Let's hear.
About that, obviously I answered the question and made that trader think. But when I really think about it, because of the common questions that I'm getting asked on a daily basis, and I don't want to tickle any of your ears, and I'm probably sure that this video will get the least views because nobody wants to hear it. But the sad truth.
Okay, he said a very, very important thing here that I've noticed here on YouTube, especially pertaining to views and the videos. He said this video that he's making is most likely going to get the least number of views. And I have also realized the same thing when doing YouTube and trading. You'll find out that, for example, you'd say a video titled The Life of the Millionaire Trader will have millions and millions of views. But then if you look at something like a video named How to Do Price Action Analysis, you find out that there are very, very few views. And that's a very big uh, problem that we have in society in general. Why? Because most people are not willing to get through that process of watching how to do price action, but everyone wants to watch the life of the millionaire trader, watching the cars, the Lambos, and stuff like that. And if you've noticed on my channel, I've strictly focused on the education, not the glamorous life, and showing you the cars and everything, right? So what he's saying is very true. And if you can look at this video, it had about 30,000 views in, in 2 months, I think. No, this is the second month it's in. But if you look back to other videos that he posts, which are glamorous and stuff, you'd find out that there are thousands and thousands of videos, if not millions, right? So that's one of the very sad realities that we have, that most people do not want to focus on the process, rather they just want to see the glamour.
Truth is, traders, that the majority of you will never become successful at trading. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that you can never become successful, but the truth is the majority will never become successful. And I think the reason for that is, and the only person that can be held responsible for that is going to be yourselves. Because a lot of traders think that they just come into trading, you learn a strategy, you have a couple lucky wins in the beginning, and then, you're off to the races. You expect to continue winning. When you lose, you don't know how to deal with the emotions. Then when you have to start facing the psychological and emotional barriers, you don't know how to harness them. As a trader, you have to reverse engineer what you think to be positive versus what you perceive as negative. Because in the big wide world, when you do hard work or you put in the effort, you're usually rewarded with a thank you, with a salary, with a physical product. But in trading, if you lose a trade, it's almost like it's the end of the world because you didn't make any money. So now that trader starts to think of themselves as being the worst trader in the world. There's no hope for them, and then everything else just spirals out of control. Now,
All right here he said a very important thing that I've also noticed. Most traders or most new traders just think that if they watch a lot of YouTube videos on trading, or if they are putting the hours, they sleep late, it's automatic that you're going to be successful, right? Which is not most of the which is not the case most of the time. Eventually, you'll be successful, but you find out that even after sleepless nights of watching a strategy, the next day you can take a trade and miss that trade, and that's where most traders lose hope, get emotional, and start uh, reducing the work they put into trading, thinking that doesn't work. Because most people are used to the life that they wake up each and every day, 8 o'clock they go to work, 5 o'clock they come back, and at the end of the month they get a salary, a fixed salary each and every day because they were putting in the work, right? Which is completely different from trading. You will find out that you can be trading the whole month and still not be profitable that month. Maybe you might be 5% down, right? So most people do not have that emotion to handle that.
That's not obviously the only reason why you're not going to become a successful trader. And I don't want to dishearten you. I really want to be honest this year in 2021 with every single one of you, because there's so many gassed up videos out there. Oh, if you do this, you're going to make this, and all these ads if you do this and you do that. It is a load of rubbish. Yes, I don't like indicators, but does that mean price action's a holy grail? No. Just because you use risk management, does that mean that you're going to become successful and consistent? No. Just because you have a strategy that works doesn't mean you're going to be able to apply it every day and get positive results. No. What I mean is...
Right here, I'm very happy that he said this. Maybe you will listen to this guy, because I have people in my comment section. I don't usually respond to hate comments on the comment section, but I have people in the comment section that say the strategies that I use do not work because they are not price action, or because they are not BTMM, or because they are not ICT, right? Or because it's not LU12, right? And I have people that say the indicators that you post do not work. But right here is just clarifying that anything can work in Forex as long as you understand it, right? And it doesn't mean that price action is the holy grail of trading, because most people think there is a holy grail in trading, of which there is no holy grail in trading, right? So I'm very happy that you clarified that price action is not the holy grail in trading. Indicators are also not the holy grail in trading. So it's just the same thing. It just depends on what suits you and what type of trader you are, your trading style. So that's why I'm not even worried about the guys that comment and say your strategies don't work, because I know they work because I have back tested them, right? And I know there is no holy grail in trading. So there is no one way in saying this is it. You just have to pick your trading style depending on how you like it. Okay.
Is that if you want to become consistent and profitable, then you have to really change the way you think. You can't go into the markets thinking that today I'm going to make money. You have to get to a position where you go into the markets and you say to yourself, whatever the outcome of today, I will accept, because I know in a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months' time, things will play out for me. You can't go into the markets and say to yourself, well, because now I have £100 account or $1 account, I'll be able to flip this to 300 by the end of the month, because George over there on the other YouTube channel was able to flip his 2,000 to 4,000. Who cares? Just because you can flip your account, who cares? It is not a good thing, because if you're able to flip it in such a short space of time, it means that you've done some things you shouldn't be doing, and you're not going to be able to maintain that for the long haul.
That's a very important topic that you just brought up there. The one about your account size and thinking that the more money you put in, the better results that you get, which is completely not true, right? There is no relation to you becoming a good trader and your account balance, right? There is no relation, because I've seen $1,000,000 accounts blowing, I've seen $100,000 accounts blowing, and I've also seen $100 accounts growing. You see, so there is no relation with you becoming a good trader and your account balance. I get a question, I get this kind of questions each and every time about which amount should I start with, what my account size I need to increase, or what do I need to do to your account. You need to better yourself first. If you're a good trader, you can trade with $10 and still make good trades. But if you're a bad trader, even if you give you $1,000,000, you're still going to lose it, right? So it's all about you becoming the better trader, you becoming a good trader, and you find out that YouTube, because people want views, you find out that most YouTube videos that will go viral. I flipped my $100 account. I flipped my $2,000 account to 100,000 or what. But doesn't really help you become a good trader yourself. And you think that I will need to get a $2,000 account for me to become successful, which is completely not true, right?
And if you guys and ladies are getting excited about a £2,000 account being flipped to 4,000, then you've got problems. Because if ultimately you're going to become full-time traders, what's £2,000? What's £4,000? If your focus is on monetary value because you perceive what somebody else has done and compare it to your situation as not being as great as theirs, how are you ever going to shift your mindset to become greater than the majority who are failing to then be able to get to a stage where you can supplement your 20, 30, 50,000 salary a year? Or some of you out there are aspiring to be like everybody out there who has Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Range Rovers. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing either. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm not saying it's a good thing either. Do you understand? But if you're aspiring to be like them, don't say then my focus is how they're trading and going through their journey. Be honest and say your focus is, the physical products that they have, or the tangible things that they have. No, tangible is not the right word, but you get what I mean, right? Their cars and their lifestyle. Don't pretend it's the way they trade, because if it was, then you'll be focusing more on their behaviors, their approaches, their mindsets, their daily routine, how they're managing their risk, how they're managing their emotions and mindset. But if you want them, you can't have a mindset and say, well, someone flipped 2,000 to 4,000, so now I'm excited and this is the holy grail. Like, you have to be thinking bigger. You have to remove yourself from the situation that you're in now, and you have to start pretending to be in the place that you want to be in. Because if you're trading, even with a small account, but your mindset is of a person that is in poverty, then you're never going to be able to grow that account. Because every pound that you earn, which is 1%, will only be perceived as £1. But if you view that £100 or £500 account as being 100,000 or 500,000, and you position yourself in the mindset that you're supposed to push, that you want to position yourself in the future or being in the future, then when you make £1, you would see that as being a very successful achievement, and then you start to transition your mind to focusing more on the process that will naturally then increase the growth of your account, etc., etc. The point here is this: to become a successful and consistent trader, you have to really be a true master of yourself. There is no two ways about it. Even for someone like me who's been trading for, let's say, 8 years now, I still go through the same struggles. But because I've been through them and failed more times than I have succeeded as I was growing or going through my journey, I got to a stage, or you get to a stage, where you recognize real and you say to yourselves, well, at this point in time, I have to stop doing what I'm doing. How can you go from being in profit to then giving all your profits back in one day to then losing more than you had when you started the day?
Okay, this guy is so good. I was just carried out away in what you were saying, and the honesty in what he's saying, and it's pretty much what I've been advocating uh, in my mentorship class, in most of my videos, that there is something called beginner's luck, right? Where you find out that you might have a winning streak of I don't know how many trades, but that doesn't mean that you are a good trader, because you'll find out that after that winning streak, you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose the whole account. Why? Just take a look at most people that you hear saying, "Oh, I made this from this," and ask them, "Where is the money now?" Or ask them, "Where is the money a few months from there?" You find out that most people end up then losing that. Okay? Why? Because they were not a true master of themselves, and they thought the winning streak was gonna last forever. And in the process of doing that, they were increasing their risk, they were exposing their accounts more, and they end up not truly mastering themselves. And he talks about the ability to fail and try again, and going through the same struggles each and every time, which is what really makes uh, a trader. And most people think if you are a mentor, you are not going to be taking losses or having a losing streak. No, that's not the case. But if you're a true master of self, you find out that you will be there 10 years from your losing streak. This is my 4th year now trading, and I can guarantee you that I've had losing streaks quite a number of times. But that ability to stay in the game is what makes me a profitable trader, because in the long run I know I'm going to make it. I can be down 15% this month, but I know that next month I can be up 70%. Right? They say successful people fail more times than the average person tries. Right?
It just doesn't make sense, and you all understand that. But for the majority of you, you're not able to control yourself because you lack discipline. Some traders are able to have a trading plan that says, I will take 2 losses per day and 1 win per day. You take the 1 win, but you continue trading. Now, these are things you know you shouldn't be doing, and they're the most basic elementary things that you all know, but you continue to go against them. A trader will say, all right, fine, I've had 2 wins on this session, I'll wait for New York session, but you go on to trade and lose more. Now, I do it occasionally, very occasionally, because we're imperfect humans, we're not robots, and just unfortunately it's going to happen. But for the majority of you, you're doing it on a daily basis. If you do it on a daily basis, then you cannot expect to succeed. You cannot expect to succeed. And this is what really makes me sad, because my ultimate goal, and I'll continue to pursue it, is to make every single one of you recognize that you are worth it, that you can succeed at anything you put your mind to. But I can't feel sorry for you if you're not willing to put in the effort. If you're willing to put in the effort, I'm not just talking about time. I don't care about how much money you've lost and you're still going. I don't care whether you've been trading for 8 years. You have to get to a stage where you say to yourself, enough is enough. I need to make the decision today that for the next 90 days, for the next 6 months, for the rest of this year, regardless of my results, I'm going to commit myself 110% to my craft. 99% is not enough. 90.
Okay. As a mentor, I meet with a lot of students and I meet with a lot of clients, right? And you can actually see that most people, let's say for example in a signals group, most people quit the first month. Most people quit the first month in the signals group, right? And I've actually realized that maybe we can have maybe we can be 1% down, let's just say, because I don't wanna I don't wanna talk bad about my company and my signals group, but let's say we can be 1% down that month. You find out that most people will not come back the next month because we were red the previous month, right? So most people just think it has to be green each and every time. But what they don't realize, even if you look at big companies, they can be down some months, right? But they don't close. They keep going, they keep pushing, right? So this is what he's saying, that you have to give it 100%. If you say you want to be into trading, then be into trading. Be ready for the losses and be ready for the profits too. Don't be here for just for the money, because that's not the game. Okay?
9% will not see you through in this business. You need to be maxing out at 110, if not 200, because it's not natural what you go through as a trader. Being successful, but at the same time failing 70% of the time. Losing more than you win. Going through periods of time where you've put in the most effort, time, concentration, patience, discipline, and still losing. It's not natural. But if you want to be part of the 5% or the 10%, whatever you want to call it, you have to shift your paradigm. You have to reverse engineer the way you think, and you have to recognize what is holding you back, what is causing these problems, and once you've identified them, because I'm sure every single one of you out there can tell me one thing that's holding you back, once you identify it, you need to eliminate it. There is no two ways about it. Continuing to trade, trying to win a trade, get your losses back, get back to break even, does not validate who you are as a trader. Your success is not only your wins, but it's your losses, it's your discipline, it's your ability to walk away, it's your ability to close your charts down, it's ability to stick to your plan, it's your ability to come back the next day and execute without fear, dealing with emotions, etc., etc. That is what you define as a successful trader, and that's what will make you successful.
Right. So this is what gives me confidence of saying I'm a successful trader, because I have been showing out for the past 3 years. Right. This YouTube channel, I think, it completed the first year. We're going into our second year. We're in our second year, and we'll have a complete 2 years in August, I think. And we've created content of over 100 videos right here. Right. That should tell you something. This is why I'm so confident in saying I'm a successful trader. Not because I make profits each and every time, but because I show up, and I've been showing up for the past year. Right. And this is what people need to have in their psychology. Right.
So I want you to get to a stage where you start feeling more confident in yourselves by recognizing that you know what you know you should be doing, but at this moment in time you're not doing it. Don't judge yourself, forgive yourselves for it. Then say to yourself, today is Thursday, next week Monday, I'm going to commit myself 101%. Don't go and backtest this weekend. Screw it. You know how to trade. You have systems, you have concepts, you have strategies. If you just look at my YouTube alone, there's many others out there, but look at my YouTube alone, there is something for you. Don't try to validate or prove to yourself on Saturday and Sunday, I can backtest, and if I get 10 successful trades, then that means next week I'm going to succeed.
Exactly. You have my channel. Go watch the videos on my channel and choose that to trade. Don't try and switch um, from mentorship to mentorship. Right. Wherever you are, stick there. What you have works. Right. What you have works. I know the game is very filled with scammers, and some of the things that is out there does not work. But once you identify something and that you believe in, I believe we are over 21,000 here on the channel, right? In just the past 1 year. What is here works, but so don't go switching. I'm not trying to protect mentors. I'm not trying to protect other content creators, but I'm sure 90% of them are as good as they say.
Find a balance. Figure out in your mind, take some time to meditate, to clear your head and say to yourself, for the next 3 days, or Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to just relax my mind. I'm going to think about what I need to do next week. I'm going to figure out what's been holding me back, what I've been excelling in, and then moving forward for the next 90 days, I'm going to commit to what Rocks has asked me to commit to, and I'm going to do it. And that's it. You got 90 days, risking 1% per trade. You can't blow your account. Impossible. You need to lose 100 trades to blow your account. So in 90 days...
Did you know 71% of homebuyers say they would buy sight unseen? With the Matterport camera, it's never been easier to create interactive 3D.
So in 90 days, even if you lose 90%, you'll learn 90 new lessons, which I think is very unlikely. But unless you really commit yourself to your craft and you start making those changes now, you will never become a successful trader, no matter how good your technical analysis, no matter how good your fundamental analysis, no matter how much you understand your strategy, no matter how much you try to implement your risk management plan. If you cannot combine everything and really, really hone and focus your concentration on every element that you're supposed to be focusing on, you will not succeed. You will not succeed. So I wanted you to think about this over the weekend. It is only Thursday, but I think it's a timely reminder.
All right, guys. So it's Monday today, and I think you have that reminder that you need to show up. You need to concentrate on what you have, the strategies that you have, and you need to start working, right? So that's all for today. I hope you get your Monday motivation right. You are ready to improve your psychology, you've subscribed to the channel, and you've joined my Telegram community. We want to grow this, guys, and we want to make sure that each and every one of you gets the help that they need. Until next time, peace.